Hello everyone, my name is the Lego Kid. Let me try that again. Hello everyone, my name is the Lego Kid 2003, and it's special program time. It is that magical, fantastical time once again, where we watch the special program and see what the heck Hoyoverse is cooking up for us in the next update. It's version 4.7, yeah, it's 4.7, so that means 4.6 is almost done. Which means I really need to hurry up and get Wanderer. Otherwise, yeah, not gonna really end well for me. But I am, approaching soft pity, so hopefully I should be getting Wanderer off camera because of the event. So, yeah, I have a special program on the screen. As always, we're just gonna be watching it through, and then at the very end I'll kind of recap and just kind of explain my plans for the version. Yeah. Which monitor is it? This one. Excuse me. I guessed correctly. And before we get started, I'm going to bring y'all's attention to the meters. The blue meter is my follow goal. I have 350 followers. I play Persona 5 Royal, the Nintendo Switch. The green meter, pretty simple. I hit 100 subs on Twitch. I do a stream in a maid outfit. No, I'm not kidding. Yes, I will actually do it. Anyways, let's make sure desktop audio is on. There we go. And get started.
He comes and goes without leaving a trace, only appearing at the most critical moments. He's highly knowledgeable, and he likes to share his observations with others. She has a cold and stern exterior, and her spotless battle record has earned her renown throughout Fontaine. She is an unusual-looking Melusine with an equally unique perspective on the world. And now, their voice actors have all gathered here today to deliver the version 4.7 special program! Can't believe we're actually all here.
Finally!
Hello, travelers. My name is Zach Aguilar, and I voice the male traveler. Today, our hosts for the special program include...
Hello everybody, I'm Yuri Lowenthal, the voice of Dainsleif. You may know me from all those new character intro videos and occasionally dropping lore on y'all.
And I'm Sarah Williams, the voice of the head nurse at the Fortress of Maripede, Siegeween. She's there keeping everybody all healthy and nice and making sure everybody feels good.
And hey everyone, I'm Crystal Lee, the voice of Fontaine's champion duelist, Clorand. Pew pew pew, let's get it.
All right, nice. So we've got a traveler, a man of mystery, a duelist, and a healer. I think it's the perfect adventuring party. Huh, what a wild coincidence, you guys. I just received an invitational letter to a new domain.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
not a
imagine that.
coincidence.
Gee willikers, where did that come
That's
from?
just destiny.
Yeah, definitely. You know, this new domain seems to be right behind us, but in order to complete the challenge, we'll need to tackle several missions first.
Well, then what are we waiting for? Let's do this!
Traveler, Paimon, would you join us and play Marechaussee Hunter Judgment Day?
Oh, it's Taylor Swift.
This script was
Okay,
adapted from the
obvious.
real history of the Marechaussee
Script.
Hunters. You all will play the role of hunters from a bygone era and resolve a series of events unfolding in the capital.
D&D. Genshin D&D.
Many of my habits are customs I've adopted from the Marechaussee hunter tradition. They fought against monsters, while I fight against lawbreakers. For when I draw my blade, I am but an instrument of Fontaine's law.
Around.
Loaded. Time to testify.
Madam Mage says that every page of a storybook is a segment of the present.
So vast and mysterious.
Makes
There must be
sense,
quite a
yes.
story behind this place. So,
And
I'll
no
explore this
Sithos.
place with you to the end. Let's never stop hoping for victory. Way ahead of you! Move or be moved!
Not that I doubt your fighting ability, of course. It's just so much more dangerous in there than I ever imagined. Well, if it hurts, just let me know. Let's blow bubbles! Don't be nervous. Just relax.
A strange disease. One I suspect that every Fontanian suffers from.
But they don't trust me at all. Do you really think it matters whether I'm Melusine or a human?
I don't believe Master would suddenly disappear for no reason. There must have been something she just had to do.
In the New World, they bade farewell to the shrouded sun. At last, they no longer needed to dwell on their suffering, or try to differentiate between various thoughts of blasphemy. Such was the price they paid, and thus their souls became cleansed and pure.
The way he's holding his sword, he must be a real Marashose hunter.
You used it yourself, didn't you? That's why you have a human appearance.
That's quite the gamble. But I believe that I am the one walking into a trap.
One day,
Whoa.
I shall have my vengeance.
That way, Captain Dainsleif could accomplish his own goal. The loom of fate has already been completed.
Traveler, let me ask you this. Do you believe your sibling to have betrayed you?
An everlasting dream intertwined. Okay. So, Dainsleif is making a return. Also, codes. Those are important. Those expire. But holy moly, wow. That is packed. Okay, so apparently the Loom of Fate has already been completed. We're meeting up with our sibling again for the first time in quite a few versions. Holy moly. Apparently there's gonna be like a betrayal thing going on with our sibling. I don't know what that's about. So just from that, I can already tell that next update is going to be very interesting. And we're finally getting Clorand after someone getting to know her since we arrived in Fontaine, really. Because she made a really flashy debut. To be sure. I guess we're gonna have to wait and see what else this update has in store, but it definitely seems like it's gonna be very, very interesting.
Oh, it looks like our first mission is here.
Fancy that.
Assemble your team. Oh, I get it. Our first mission is to introduce the new characters. All right, this is getting exciting.
Here it is.
All right then. Well, how about we start off by introducing Fontaine's strongest champion duelist, Clorand.
You would say that.
It's true.
In my role as champion duelist, my opinions do not matter. For when I draw my blade, I am but an instrument of Fontaine's law. Ready.
Actually, I just realized, are they using a different kind of purple for her attacks?
Shoot on sight.
See that
So
ultimate?
good. That ultimate is so cool.
Mm-hmm. Cloran's strength actually has a really interesting origin. She inherited it from the Marashose Hunters.
Ooh, the hunters from the artifact set.
Mm-hmm.
The Marashose Hunters were an organization that defeated monsters and upheld justice from the shadows. I think the group's name has also been mentioned in some of Fontaine's historical records.
Exactly. The Marashose Hunters have a long history. To modern-day Fontainians, they're nothing more than an old legend from novels and plays, but for Cloran, the Marashose Hunters' legacy is really real. If travelers want to learn more about the Marashose Hunters, then be sure to check out Cloran's story quest in the new version.
I want to learn more about the Marashose Hunters.
Perfect, then let's get into her combat abilities. Cloran is categorized as an electro
let's see what
sword
she does.
user, but she actually uses both a sword and a pistolet to attack her enemies during combat. Now, her normal attack deals physical damage by
Both eyes are
performing up to
pronounced like
5
that, spelled with
consecutive
a T.
strikes.
Okay.
During her charged attack, Cloran uses her pistolet to target enemies in a V shape in front of her. Also, Cloran has developed a special ritual over the years. She always polishes her weapon before each duel.
That is so dignified of her.
I know, right?
And kind of adorable. Even the champion duelist of Fontaine has a cute side, huh?
Aw.
Sarah is starting to sound just like Sijui.
Oh, what?
Though it's probably a meaningful ritual for Cloran, right?
That's exactly right. It's a habit that helps Cloran focus on the opponent in front of her. In fact, Cloran's elemental skill, Hunter's Vigil, is an ability that demonstrates how potent she can be when she's focused. Check this out. During combat, unleashing Cloran's elemental skill will cause her to enter the Night Vigil state. During this state, Cloran can unleash 2 different types of special attacks. Her normal attacks will be converted into Swift Hunt pistolet attacks, and her elemental skill will be converted into a lunging attack, Impale the Night.
Huh. It looks like Cloran gains a bond of life during her elemental skill. Does the skill have any additional effects?
Ooh, good perception on those eyes. Those Swift Hunt pistolet attacks increase Cloran's bond of life. And her lunging attack, Impale the Night, will clear the bond of life.
Wait, so she accumulates the bond with one hand and then clears it with the other?
Oh, hey, that's a really good explanation. Yeah, Cloran's special attacks have different effects depending on the value of her bond of life. So when her bond of life is like relatively low, her Swift Hunt pistolet attacks have a piercing effect, and they deal greater damage. But when her bond of life is relatively high, her lunging attack, Impale the Night, has a greater AoE and deals higher damage. Again.
Ah, gotcha, I get it. So, Cloran is meant to use her pistolet to accumulate a bond of life and then use her sword to clear it once it reaches a certain amount. And that way, both attacks benefit each other.
Bingo! Though you should remember the effect of one of Cloran's unique talents. So, when she's in the Night Vigil state, any healing other than the one provided by her lunging attack, Impale the Night, will be converted into a bond of life. This unique talent allows different healing effects to alter the pacing of Cloran's gameplay. So, travelers can experiment with a variety of different tactical combinations.
That's cool.
Also, although Cloran is most renowned as a champion duelist, she has never forgotten her identity as a Marashose hunter. So, during her elemental burst, Last Lightfall, Cloran draws on her Marashose hunter heritage to unleash an ancient skill that empowers mortals to fight deadly monsters. This ability allows her to swiftly evade enemy attacks and strike her opponents. Her burst deals AoE electro damage and grants her a bond of life based on her max HP.
Wow, that's so cool.
Really quickly.
But if that power is designed to fight monsters, is it really okay for her to use it in a regular duel?
Good point. I think Cloran just has to adjust the amount of force that she puts behind those blows.
That makes sense.
Also, Cloran can draw on the strength of her companions after unlocking her passive talent, Dark Shattering Flame. Man, that sounds good. So, when a nearby party member triggers an electro-related reaction, the electro damage dealt by her normal attack and her elemental burst will increase based on her attack value. Though, note, there is a ceiling to the damage bonus that she can gain from this effect. Cloran also has another passive talent called Lawful Remuneration.
No, it's actually
If her
accurate.
bond of life is greater than or equal to a certain percentage, then a change in her bond of life value will increase her crit rate. That's right. And while she's in the Night Vigil state, the percentage of healing converted into a bond of life will increase.
Wow.
Yeah. And finally, being a champion duelist gives Cloran a strong familiarity with all the regions of Fontaine. So, when she's in your party, Cloran can reveal the locations of Fontaine regional resources on the minimap.
so awesome. I'm sure that travelers will be eager to use her to uncover treasure, defeat monsters, and of course, uphold justice.
Not necessarily in that order.
So. Florand is usually pretty stern and composed as a champion duelist, but I wonder how she unwinds. Like, does she have any hobbies? I'm sure that she has some interest outside of work. I mean, she's always accepting cosmetic products from Sigeween and making sure to return the favor because she's sweet.
Wait, Sigeween deals in
And
cosmetics?
yeah, of course she
That's
does.
kinda cool.
Clorand is an active member of the tabletop troupe during her off hours. So, in version 4.7, travelers won't just have the chance to learn more about the Marashose hunters during her story quest, the Raparia chapter. They'll also get to join Clorand on a very special tabletop troupe adventure. Woo!
Yep.
I love TTRPGs so
Genshin
much.
D&D.
Ooh, I know, I'm so excited.
Yeah. And with all of that, that is all the information that I have to share about Clorand. So, next up, let's introduce our adorable little Sigeween.
Oh, yes. Okay, sorry,
Sigeween.
too excited. Hold on. We gotta look at her demo first.
Yes.
You only get one body, so you gotta take care of it. But it's just as important to take care of your mind.
She's so tiny. Also, I just realized that once we get Sigeween, we'll be one element away from
Might feel a little
having at least one small character for every element. We just need we just need
Cute,
a
it's unreal.
Wow.
we just need a small character
so
with
much.
a little
The bubble
Gino.
has ears on it.
I would love to ride around on a bubble like that. She's with her little legs dangling in the air. Oh.
Yeah, with the bubble gun and the giant syringe. Guys, so cute.
Those bubbles are so big. Her kit looks really, really fun.
I know, but if that's the syringe she uses on her patients, I can see why they might be nervous about getting sick.
Oh, for sure.
Hey, sometimes you gotta take your medicine. And since she's the head nurse at the Fortress of Maripede,
Second month's,
Sigeween wants everyone to stay healthy. She believes that taking care
Yeah,
of your
you
body is the
certainly
most
can,
important
Reset
goal.
Beats in Prime
But
if
she
you
often
feel so
encounters
inclined.
people who overwork themselves in the production zone, so she always tries to sneak them healthy meals. But she doesn't think that's a substitute for some proper rest.
Oh.
Take a page out of her book.
Yeah, seems like you'll need to be well fed and well rested if you want to keep up with Sigeween.
For sure. She seems like such a caring and attentive person. But then, what's she like when she fights?
Well, Sigeween is a Hydro Bow user. Her normal attack unleashes up to 3 consecutive attacks. During the second and third attack, Sigeween takes out a pill
already
and
refreshed
tosses it
it.
at her
Nice.
opponent.
I saw that in the demo. It's like she's literally telling
I
her
don't know why
opponents
it
to
wasn't,
take their medicine.
Look at the size of that thing.
She can make aimed shots using her charged attack. Once the shot is held and fully charged,
Yeah, I'll fix it later.
Sigeween's bow will fire slow-moving ministration bubbles, dealing hydro damage to her target. Just make sure not to release her arrow. Oh, and also, Sigeween uses a specially made bubble gun to fire a giant bolstering bubble bomb during her elemental skill, Rebound Hydrotherapy. The projectile bounces between nearby opponents, dealing hydro damage to anyone it touches and restoring HP to all nearby party members, well, except for Sigeween herself. Sigeween will be healed a certain amount of health when the bolstering bubble bomb disappears, which is based on her max HP.
Bolstering bubble bomb. Say that 3 times fast.
Oh, please don't make me.
You know, travelers could have a bubble blowing contest with their Sigeween's. Would that be great? You can have that idea
It's
for
exactly
It's a
like
great
blowing
idea.
bubbles. The longer you hold her elemental skill, the larger the bubble grows. Once the projectile is released, it will gradually decrease in size as it bounces around. The bigger the bubble, the greater the damage and healing effect. And if a large bubble hits a weaker enemy, they'll be trapped inside.
Whoa.
Yeah, well,
It's
thank
like
you
she's
for
trapping
the
them in a
reset.
cage of kindness.
Like the Hydro
You know, you can tell she cares about it. Her bedside manner is so strong.
Why is the box
Hey,
over
wait a second.
here?
Are those
That should
the
not
orbs
be
that
the case.
Nivelette drops? It looks like Sigeween creates 2 source water droplets when she fires a bubble. And it looks like she gains a bond of life when she touches them? How does that work?
I can explain that as well. Since she has training as a nurse, Sigeween understands how to make the most of a dire situation. Her elemental skill creates source water droplets, and Sigeween can give herself a bond of life by absorbing them. When that bond of life is cleared, Sigeween can regain some elemental energy based on the value of the bond of life.
Neat.
Ah, so Sigeween's healing can nullify her bond of life, and she can restore energy for herself.
Nice.
That's right. While the bond of life is hazardous to most people, it can actually be perceived as a real advantage for Sigeween. After she unlocks her talent, Detailed Diagnosis, Thorough Treatment, Sijuin's healing will be increased based on the total bond of life values across all the characters in her party.
Oh, thank goodness. Sounds like a Melusine can make the bond of life a lot less scary.
After using her elemental burst and absorbing nearby source water droplets, Sijuin will use the syringe to spray enemies in front of her. This attack deals continuous hydro damage.
Wait, that's so cute. Even her attacks are a form of medical treatment.
A huge syringe.
Yeah, I mean, hey, she just wants everyone to be as healthy as possible.
Yeah, right? Sijuin wants every patient to get a proper amount of rest. After unlocking her passive talent requires appropriate rest, unleashing her elemental skill will also trigger the semi-strict bed rest effect.
Oh.
This effect will grant her a hydro damage bonus and several stacks of convalescence. When non-active characters deal damage with their off-field elemental skills, Sijuin can consume a stack of convalescence to increase that elemental skill damage.
Oh, that sounds like fun.
I like how it's only semi-strict. It's like, not super strict, because she couldn't be super strict.
Just a little.
Wow, so it seems like the bond of life mechanic is pretty integral to both Sijuin and Claran's kits. That sure was a lot of information, though.
Oh, yeah.
I can't wait to see these abilities in action.
And travelers won't just be limited to the playstyles that they've seen here, right? As I understand it, the mechanics leave a lot of room for open experimentation.
Yeah.
Right.
And outside of combat, Melusines are very connected to the ocean, so Sijuin always takes care of her companions during underwater exploration. Sijuin is especially helpful when her friends are endangered by underwater enemies. She can use her emergency dose talent to continuously restore HP to her party member for a period of time. Unfortunately, doing so will lower all of their elemental and physical resistances.
There's always a price.
Cool. That seems like a skill that would come in handy, though. Sijuin is always looking out for us. Thanks, head nurse.
Of course. Oh, and I've got a quick question for you all.
Yes.
Have you noticed any differences between Sijuin and other Melusines?
Sijuin looks more human.
I think her appearance and her interests definitely stand out. Like, if you ignore the tail and the feelers on her head, then she actually doesn't look that different from a human child.
Right.
How could you ignore those?
Right. Well, true and fair. But also, she's interested in beauty, and she knows a lot about skincare, and she actually even contributes to the most famous beauty magazine in Fontaine.
Did not know that.
Oh, and her medical knowledge.
Right.
We haven't encountered any other Melusines who give medical treatment to humans.
Oh, yeah, that
and
is
Sijuin
fair.
seems to care the most about the people of Fontaine.
And she's also one of the few Melusines who work in the Fortress of Meripede, right?
Right.
I mean, generally speaking, not many people are willing to treat criminals. I mean, not even a Melusine's open-mindedness usually goes that far, right?
Sijuin's does. You're all bringing up great points. Don't you think that Sijuin's differences from the other Melusines make her seem more unique and approachable at the same time? In the Neri chapter, travelers will have the chance to learn more about the background of this very special
you're getting a story
Melusine
quest too.
in her personal story quest.
Oh, that's awesome.
Hey, speaking of story quests, didn't travelers meet a mysterious youngster last version?
Oh?
Sometime during Sino's
Looks like
story
I'm
quest?
starting to catch
Well,
up now.
travelers will now have the opportunity to add him to their parties. He recently left the desert, and he's eager to travel around. So, Zach, why don't you introduce him?
Go Zach.
Oh, me? Okay, then. Let's take a look at Sethos' demo.
If you're always
Yeah, let's
asking
see what the desert
you end
flip
up
can
thinking
do.
yourself into a corner. Sometimes it's better to let go. Give me some space. Glory to Al Akbar!
It's kind of interesting how you pronounce it Al-Akmar instead of Ugh.
Oh,
Okay.
His design is so cool.
He looks
you do the
amazing.
pictures.
Yeah, the clothes and the hair, I love it.
Sethos didn't just get power and wisdom from his desert heritage, he's also talented in archery. Sethos has always loved hiking, and he has a great sense of direction. Whether he's exploring the desert or the rainforest, he knows the roads like the back of his hand. And he always knows where to find the best regional specialties. Yeah, you probably know where this is going, but I'll say it anyway. When Sethos is in your team, he'll reveal the location of Sumero regional specialties on the minimap.
Whoa.
Alright, so it kind of seems
Wait,
like
so I'm
this
curious.
is like
He's
an
lived in a remote
exploration
desert for his
focused
entire life,
update.
and he carries the weight of such an ancient legacy. To me, it seems like someone with that kind of upbringing would either be like really introverted or just super arrogant. But Sethos doesn't seem like that at all.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. Sethos is a very open-minded and cheerful person. As the successor to the mysterious Temple of Silence, he had more educational opportunities than other people who live in Sumeru's desert. His responsibilities drive him to learn about other people and places. He has a very open mind, and he tries to be optimistic. In fact, his personality is a huge help in getting along with other people.
So wait, that sounds like... Are you saying he's a social butterfly?
I guess. He's a pretty busy guy, and he lives a pretty varied lifestyle. And he's around the same age as the General Mahamatra Sinon. He occasionally visits the academia. He's always trying to make friends in Sumeru City, and he enjoys browsing goods at the Grand Bazaar. But we've already talked a lot about his hobbies. Let's move on to what he can do in combat. Yes. Sethos' aim shot has a special variant when charged to level 2. He can't move when his attack is charged to its second level, but it allows him to fire a powerful shadow-piercing shot that can pierce enemies, dealing electro damage to targets in its path. Sethos' talent, Black Kite's Enigma, can decrease the charging time of his aim shot by consuming elemental energy. Some elemental energy will also be consumed after releasing the shot.
Nice. Useful. Yeah, and also I noticed his aim shots take a really long time to charge. So I think that means players need to store up elemental energy to fire the shadow-piercing shot faster, right? Hey, wait a minute. I feel like this is the first Genshin Impact character who actually consumes elemental energy while firing aimed shots.
What?
Yeah,
you're
true.
right on.
Hey.
That's why Sethos has an elemental skill that helps him restore elemental energy.
Useful.
It's an ancient ritual that deals AoE electro damage, and it also restores elemental energy whenever a hit on an enemy triggers an overloaded, electrocharged, superconduct, electro swirl, quicken, aggravate, or hyperbloom reaction.
That's a lot.
But travelers also have another option for firing powerful shots. By unleashing his elemental burst, Sethos will perform an ancient ritual that was passed down from King Deshret's era. He will enter the Twilight Meditation state, converting his normal attacks to enemy-piercing dusk bolts that deal increased damage based on his elemental mastery.
Oh, that's cool. That sounds like a mini version of the shadow-piercing shot, only it doesn't take as much time to fire.
Useful. Okay, also it seems like the records of King Deshret have a lot of powerful abilities, so between you and me, does that mean Sethos has mastered other mysterious rituals and techniques?
Of course!
Yeah.
I'm sure that the Temple of Silence has a whole archive of secrets. One of his other talents will also increase the damage dealt by a shadow-piercing shot for a period of time based on his elemental mastery.
Okay, all right. Sounds like the Temple of Silence is a real impressive legacy.
No kidding.
So many ancient rituals.
Sethos is definitely a talented fighter who can make full use of his martial heritage. He's similar to Colorand in that sense.
Yeah. Oh wow, we finished the first mission.
Nice. I wonder what the next one's gonna be. Let's get it.
Oh, it looks like we'll have to uncover hidden secrets in our next mission.
Hidden secrets.
Why are all you guys looking at me?
Well, I mean, secrets are kind of your area of expertise.
All your character does is speak in riddles.
Speak plainly, sir.
Yeah.
Okay, that's a good point. Okay, well, I guess I'm the only one who can shed some light on the hidden secrets.
Oh, here he goes.
So here we go. Archon Quest Chapter 4, Act 6, Bedtime Story will become available in version 4.7. Travelers will finally reunite with Dainsleif, who will share more information about Conria's past.
Ooh.
That's what you guys were waiting for, right?
Yeah. And also, I, got to break out my voice acting skills for this patch, you guys.
Words come out of your mouth.
Hell yeah.
Oh, yeah. This time, Ether and Lumine will get to meet face to face. And based on what we heard in the trailer, it seems like the Loom of Fate is now complete. So travelers can look forward to learning more about Kari Bear in this quest.
We just can't reveal everything right now.
no
Okay?
spoilers.
There's some secrets for me. These are important secrets that travelers should uncover for themselves.
Oh, okay.
We can call off the snipers. Call off the snipers.
Right? I know, I get it that everyone can barely contain their excitement. So, I will throw you a bone. To help tide you over until the next update, I'll be sharing a special surprise with y'all.
What is it?
Surprise.
It is.
You'll know very soon, I promise. But first, we need to introduce the event wishes. Okay? So, in the first phase of version 4.7, Chlorand and Alhaitham will be featured in the event wishes. Yeah? Sethos will be the new 4-star unit that appears on this Event Wish banner. And in the second phase of the version, travelers can look forward to Event Wishes from Sigewinne and Farina. And,
Farina's back.
because there's never enough, a new 5-star sword, Absolution, and a new 5-star bow,
Gorgeous.
Silver Shower Heartstrings, will also be featured on their respective weapon banners.
They look so good.
So cool. So good, right? All right. Okay. I've made y'all wait long enough. Let's bring out the surprise.
Yes!
I hope everyone enjoys it. Let's
go.
go.
What's an animation thing? It's so pretty. I'm gonna stop talking so y'all can enjoy this.
Traveling in the night you lift me in. I feel you in Dallas blue of wind. Even over I can point you out. The answer is never off now. This journey of ours has been bittersweet. Close my eyes, wondering what you would have dreamed if you were here standing next to me. Would you know how I feel and see what I see? Know that I will always try. Funny, you're rhythm and rhyme. Through the nights so long and dark, I see you shining bright. And no matter where you are, you've come with me this far, showing the way when all is falls apart. When the snow melts away and the ice finally breaks, have you taken off? Are you already on your way? No matter where you are, I've come with you this far. I'm never really lost. Our paths will surely cross.
Welcome back, travelers.
Thank you.
Hey.
I think it's about time we introduce this domain behind us.
Yes, bring on the challenge. I'm so ready.
Dun dun
You
dun.
sound ready. The location of this challenge seems pretty intriguing. Paimon and the Traveler discovered a secret room within the Mondstadt Library, and they've received an invitation to participate in a mysterious performance.
Oh, I love secret rooms in libraries. I've always wanted one. So that's right, the all-new event, Imaginarium Theater, will become available in version 4.7 for travelers who are adventure rank 35 or higher.
Nice. Wait, so this is a library?
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
The coolest library.
I know, it looks a lot different from what I imagined. It's huge.
Alright, cool.
Yeah, it kind of looks more like a magic castle.
Right? So cool. I would live there.
Please.
So,
That's
travelers
on the-
will encounter a
on the-
concierge in the area who
That's
calls
so
himself
cute.
Wolfie.
Aww.
I know, he's so cute. Wolfie. He'll reveal that this room
Wolfie's
was created
precious
by a
being.
mage, and that he's waiting for a guest to take the stage. He
Okay,
is
Dr.
also a
Seuss.
poet. That guest will hopefully put on a magnificent performance by becoming the main character of the mage's story.
Bring on that main character energy.
Mm-hmm.
After arriving in this room, travelers just need to interact with this strange book in order to participate in the Imaginarium Theater Challenge.
Wow, that was fast. But what kind of challenge is it?
Oh, let me tell you. Imaginarium Theater contains a series of combat challenges with different battle conditions. Now, only characters who wield specific elemental types will be allowed to participate. So travelers will have to select characters who meet the requirements of the challenge.
Oh, I get it. But what if we don't have enough characters in our roster who meet the requirements?
Draw
Good thinking.
characters.
But you won't have to worry about that. Because first off, 6 characters will be designated as the initial lineup for each challenge. Trial characters will be provided for travelers that are missing any of those characters.
Nice.
And travelers can also invite special guest characters to participate in the challenges that aren't restricted by the event requirements. In addition, travelers can also designate a certain number of characters as supports for their friends. They can also select their friends' supporting characters to join their own team.
That's a nice way to get to try new characters.
Right? Friends. Who would say no to more friends?
Support each other in stage combat.
Friends helping each other. And during the current challenge period, those 6 designated characters who make the initial lineup will gain fantastical blessings. This will grant them buffs that remain potent even outside of the Imaginarium Theater Challenge.
Wait. So you're saying those buffs aren't just active during the challenge itself?
Yes!
Wow.
You're kidding. Wait, okay, the mage behind the theater must be super powerful.
Oh, super powerful. And I know that everyone's probably wondering why it looked like we had to select so many characters just now, but characters will consume vigor while participating in Imaginarium Theater combat challenges. So when a character's vigor is fully depleted, they will no longer be able to fight, and you will have to replace them with a new character.
It's time for some R&R.
I get it. So when you select your characters, you have to pay attention to how well they work together.
Yes.
And also how well they can fill in for each other.
Exactly.
Involved strategy.
And I should also mention that not all selected characters will immediately appear in your team. Some characters can only be gathered by progressing through the story. They can formally be added to your team at the end of an Imaginarium Theater battle, or when you encounter certain special events.
Cool. So assembling your team is part of the challenge.
Yes, which makes it even more fun. But let me explain a little more about the special events that I mentioned. Travelers can choose to spend Fantasia flowers to trigger events during the story. Now, some events will unlock certain characters for battle, and others may trigger certain perils, certain doom.
Okay.
So, travelers will have to choose very carefully,
Ooh, no pressure.
right?
Travelers can collect
Okay, so we'll
performance
only be able
toward
to use
rewards by
certain
completing
characters,
challenges and
a certain number of
finalizing their
times.
performance results. The first time they complete a challenge, travelers will also receive a debut performance gift.
Presents.
Travelers who feel particularly confident can try to attain the Star Challenge condition during each stage.
Wait, we have delays.
They'll be able to obtain different levels of performance medals that correspond with the difficulty of the challenge. These medals can be displayed
Okay.
on their profile.
Go ahead and show off.
And
that's
that's not
cool.
all, right? Travelers can also obtain toy medals during this event, which they can exchange with Wolfie the Concierge. In return, travelers will receive special poses for their characters when taking photos.
Awesome!
Right?
Travelers will be able to take all sorts of new cool pictures. I am excited to see new poses.
So hyped.
Me too. And also, more poses will be added whenever Imaginarium Theater is updated.
Yes, And finally, each performance in the Imaginarium Theater has several difficulty levels.
so is
and
Imaginarium
each one
Theater
has a
gonna be
different
like a
number of
permanent
challenges.
thing?
Higher difficulty levels will yield even better rewards.
Bring it on.
Wow.
As Wolfie the concierge likes to say,
When the brilliant golden glow of the treasure beckons, don't you hesitate. Just go open it.
How can he be so cute?
amazing. I don't know. Somehow I still didn't make him as cute as he actually is.
Of course, it'll take time for travelers to raise the necessary characters and understand how they fit into this new challenge. And I'm sure travelers are
This is
always
what they were
looking for
referring to
ways
when they
to get
said the
more
new
primo
abyss.
gems.
I thought we were gonna get like
the magic word.
Gimme, 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 gimme.
Each month, Imaginarium Theater will alternate
Updates
updates
with the Summon
with the
Spiral
Spiral
update
Abyss.
lasting for a month.
In
Okay.
addition, the total rewards that can be gained from the Spiral Abyss has been increased from 600 Primo Gems to 800 Primo Gems.
Nice.
Yes.
Yeah. More information will be available across Genshin Impact's official social media accounts, so keep a lookout.
Aye, aye, Captain.
Ooh, the background is changing.
Ooh, here we go, here we
Let's see what
go.
else this version has in store.
Yes, please.
Mutual security enhancing simulation. Huh. I see some hilly churls and ruin guards, so I'm assuming this is one of those monster fighting events.
Yes. Sort of.
I think
Travelers
so.
won't be engaging monsters directly. Instead, they'll be able to
boo.
command monsters to fight in a cooperative simulation.
Yeah,
The
that works.
Millilith will be hosting a strategic war game to improve their understanding of security needs throughout Tevat. They'll be accompanied by representatives from Mondstadt's Knights of Favonius, Inazuma's Yashiro Commission, Sumeru's Corps of 30, and Fontaine's Special Patrol. Their joint exercise is intended to improve military tactics across the continent.
Sir, yes, sir.
Wow. You're making this event sound really official.
That was my official voice. I'm just doing my best. As I was saying, you can play two different kinds of scenarios in the event: assault scenarios and defense scenarios. As special representatives to the simulation, travelers will need to analyze enemy formations and deploy the best units for completing the challenge.
In assault scenarios, you only need to select your combat units and deploy them within your staging area. So once the scenario begins, the unit will automatically start attacking your opponent. So sit back and... I don't know if you can relax when these things are coming at you, but try.
Clearly not.
Ooh, okay, I'm gonna give this a try.
Yeah, okay.
Do it.
How come my hilly churl archers got wiped out so quickly?
Oh, no.
Probably something to do with
Okay,
elements.
sorry, I forgot to mention something important.
You
I know. But here, we can fix it now. Some types of combat units are more effective against others. Ranged units like hilly churl archers are vulnerable to melee units like Mida churls. But don't fret, you can turn a bad situation around if you choose the best units to tackle the opponents on the battlefield.
Just choose the best unit, Zach.
Exact, just choose the best units.
Just
dude.
choose the best unit.
Simple fix.
In defense scenarios, you need to deploy units to effectively counter enemies who are attacking from multiple directions. So, defeated enemy units will drop support beacons, which can then be used to deploy additional combat units and frontline structures.
As the unit's commander, travelers can use their leadership skills to
so
create
those things
favorable
from,
conditions for their team. And if they're successful,
the
then travelers can
Mechanicus
obtain
event.
various rewards from the Mutual Security Enhancing Simulation event. These rewards include Primo Gems, a Crown of
course.
Insight, and a 4-star bow, Cloud Forged.
Oh, gimme!
Pretty.
Okay. And next up, we're introducing another combat-related event, Endless
All the
Forms
events.
Most Martial.
Ooh, okay. I'm guessing that this one is gonna test some different skills.
Yeah, you betcha. In the previous event, travelers only got to simulate combat, but the environment on a real battlefield is way more unpredictable. And that's why it's important to come up with combat tactics on the fly and take advantage of battlefield conditions. So, in Endless Forms Most Martial, travelers will have to defeat enemies according to the special rules of each stage. For example, some challenges may require travelers to defeat enemies affected by the electro-charged condition. And that is the only way to accumulate progress towards the challenge goal. Now, once they satisfy the requirements, they'll be able to earn rewards.
appreciating all these rewards.
Yes, I love
All
rewards.
the rewards.
So this is one of those challenges that requires you to strategize.
Indeedy. Oh, okay. Let's move on to our next event. I'm gonna try this announcer voice. I've gotten a report about a loud boom that just went off in a rather unremarkable part of Fontaine.
Uh-oh.
Ooh, I like that news. It must have come from that crocodile-shaped cannon. That thing looks pretty scary.
Never fear, viewers.
Yep.
I wouldn't worry about it, actually.
Phew.
This cannon was modified by a Fontanian engineer. It's now just a toy cannon that you can use to fire hydro bullets. So why not have some fun with it?
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
Well, why not indeed, if that's the case? Travelers will need to allocate energy to the cannon and choose the correct firing mode to destroy as many target balls as possible within the time limit. They'll even be rewarded for their trouble.
Was there ever a doubt? In order to keep the event interesting, special types of target balls will appear during the challenge. They will produce different effects when they are destroyed. So, be sure to check it out for yourselves in the new update.
You guys, that's my kind of old school arcade games, because I'm an old school. I'm just old. Anyway.
No, it's like, oh, no, not
Our
that.
next event takes place in the land of Mondstadt. Travelers will encounter a familiar light novelist who recently completed a new script. Travelers who follow her script will be able to embark on a wondrous journey of literature and imagination. And the script will lead travelers to mysterious locales where they will have the opportunity to earn rewards. That is, if they can evade bullet curtain assaults from, various mechanisms and collect enough labyrinth coins. No big deal, you can do it.
Easy peasy. Wicked warlocks will also be scattered across the field. Ooh, alliteration. I like it. If you defeat them, then you can earn even more coins.
Ooh, looks like we'll have to move really skillfully if we want to avoid all those attacks.
No pressure.
But hey, don't worry. Travelers can take advantage of adventure techniques to gain special buffs. So these buffs will make the oncoming bullets a lot easier to deal with. You'll also be able to get rewards more easily if you're smart about how you use them.
That sounds great.
So great.
Speaking of strategies, the new version will be adding more updates to the Genius Invocation TCG. Travelers can look forward to new character cards, monster cards, and action cards.
Also, you guys can stop complaining about comment being ignored, because comment's gonna ignore.
Challenge travelers in the open world.
Oh, and I hope they're ready to lose. Oh, well.
They could take a challenge.
Also, the Leyline Overflow event will also return in the new version, so don't miss out.
Whew, that was a lot of information. Let's take a break while we take a look at the last redemption code. See you soon.
Alright, so that was a lot of information. That was a lot. Holy moly. I don't know why Streamlabs is acting odd. Let me try something real fast. Oh, we're almost done. Can I... Yeah, looks like that's a no. That's fine. I was gonna see if Streamlabs would let me switch screens, but never mind. It's not gonna. For some reason. Actually, pause it. Allow Streamlabs to catch up. Just really quickly, how far behind? Okay, you're pretty behind. Uh-oh. Okay, there we go. Alright, so what I'm gonna do is this. Just hold on tight. to remember to have the special program on my right monitor, Streamlabs on my left. If I have the reverse, weird stuff happens. But yeah, I don't know why it didn't register the fact that that he resubbed. Why did it not do that? Just to kind of test it.
And we're
Welcome back, everybody.
We're back.
We're back.
hello.
Welcome back to the version 4.7 special program. Looks like we completed this domain challenge.
Was there
Already
ever any
done.
doubt?
Piece of cake.
I think you'll find I am very, very pro.
Now it's time to tell everyone about the new optimizations in the latest update.
Ooh, optimizations. Let's see what we got.
The encounter point system for collecting daily
Oh,
commission
adventure.
rewards will now be unlocked at adventure rank 24. Hopefully
Nice.
this helps travelers level up more quickly.
Nice. And now for some really exciting news. Traveler's max resin will be increased from 160 to
Max resin.
200.
Nice.
You might notice from the video that version 4.7 will
You'll
have
finally
some
get your
other
wish.
optimizations.
More resin.
Be sure to check them out for yourselves in game.
Oh, and they're messing around with the
All right,
Compact
that
stuff,
looks like
right,
all the
right.
information we have to share today. Bye, travelers.
What?
Just kidding.
wait.
No, you
I'm just
can't.
kidding. I'm just kidding. Of
Okay.
course, I wouldn't
You guys
sign
are
off
leaving
without
already.
giving you guys the chance to talk about your time here on the special program. How was it?
I have things to say. No, I'm so thrilled to join this amazing voice cast, and I'm excited for everyone to get to see Siegeween in action and add her to your parties, I hope, and
Yes.
just see how cute she is with her little pills and her adorable little syringe. Take it.
Oh my god. And like,
Thank you very much.
yeah, same here to everything that Sarah said. It's such an honor to join the cast. I'm so excited that Clarend is finally coming out. I hope
Yay.
everyone has fun like meeting her and learning more about her. And also, I'm
should be
really
fun.
excited for these combat events. I don't know about you guys, but I've been playing this game, and my favorite thing's beating things up in this world.
Yeah. No, me too.
Love fighting these monsters.
And you guys, I have not been playing this game for years, and so while Dainsleif is a man of mystery, this game, so much of it is a mystery to me, and you guys were so welcoming today, and I learned so much. And I don't know, is this the thing that finally gets me to start playing?
Oh.
Are you guys a gateway?
Ooh.
Is that what, did that just happen?
Did we get him?
This is it. Yeah, it's been absolutely awesome doing this with you guys. I'm so excited for Imaginarium Theater, of course all the new characters, and the new Archon quest because I got some new voice lines.
Oh yeah.
He's big. More.
Hey,
Awesome. Well,
Speaks.
thanks for coming, guys, and see y'all in game.
See y'all in game.
Bye, everybody.
Boo. I guess it's already over. Wait. Whoa. Nalin? Nalin stuff? Also... These guys must be Saurians! I remember learning about these in the last event I'm doing. I'll explain after this. Okay, now it's done. Before I go over what the heck I'm gonna do for 4.7, in the last event, there's an NPC who ended up going to Natlin and he's trying to like befriend a bunch of the bosses that we've fought in Tibet thus far. Yeah, the title here confirms it. These guys are Saurians. These guys must be the rivals that I've been hearing so much about. And this NPC, I forgot what his name is, talks a whole bunch about how important Saurians are to Natlan culture, and just how the region operates. So, we're going to be eating good once 5.0 drops. We are going to be eating full course meals. Okay, where is... Okay, so... Cloran's story quest I'm doing on stream. Sichuan's story quest I don't know if I'm doing on stream or not. Wait, where's the... thing for story quest? Oh, here it is. Yeah, Sichuan's story quest I might do on stream, I might not do on stream, I don't know. That's kind of like how I did Arlecchino's on stream, but I did Sinnoh's... Actually, did I do Sinnoh's on stream or not? Yeah, I did do it. I did do Sinnoh's on stream. So, yeah, I'll do the story quest on stream. Obviously, I'm doing the Archon quest on stream. That's kind of a given. So, you guys won't miss out on that. Cloran's kit looks awesome. And I kind of like that they went for, like, a more bluish purple for her, as opposed to, like, the more rich, true purple that we've seen with all the other electric characters. So they're kind of switching it up, which is something I really appreciate. Sichuan. I've heard people talk about this, but if you look at her burst, let's see if I can get a good graphic. Of it. Where's the thing on her burst? Wait, here. I just had one. Okay. Good enough. Sichuan's burst, from what I've heard, the close-up looks similar to the startup for Wriothesley's burst, and the fact that it comes out as a giant stream that she can move around looks like Neuville's charge attack, which I know is going to set off all of the Genshin shippers, because they're like, Riola confirms! But that's just kind of a really funny detail that I noticed, because Sichuan is a Malazine, so she's under Neuville's protection, and she works for the Fortress of Meripede, which basically means that Wriothesley is her boss. So, fun little thing. Wishing. Oh yeah, Sethos looks awesome, and he's extremely unique. He's gonna be fun to mess around with. Where's the wishing stuff? Yeah, there's the thing for the new Archon quest. Oh, there we go. Okay. I know what y'all are probably thinking. He's probably gonna go for Clorand. No, actually. I'm going to be wishing on a Hatham's banner, but primarily so I can get Sethos. Because I do want to make sure that I'm caught up with 4 stars. I'm caught up with 4 stars now, but once 4.7 drops, I'll be 1 behind until I get Sethos. If I get Alhaitham, cool. If I don't, that's fine. I will just either wish in 4.8 or I'll wait until Natlan, because I'm still 1 Archon behind until I'm fully caught up. I still need to get Zhongli. And if I don't get Wander in 4.6, even better, because that means I'm guaranteed for Zhongli. So, yeah, pretty much no matter what happens throughout the remainder of 4.6, I'm all good. Then again, I might actually, just if my pity gets too high on 4.6 and I still don't have Wanderer, I might actually skip everything on purpose, so I can save the guaranteed. Actually, now I'll just get Alhaitham to complete the Aggravate set of Sinnoh, Tighnari, Kaba, and Alhaitham. The weapons look really nice. Phase 2, where's oh, right, I already... Wait, did I already... Oh, yeah, and Farina is making her return at long last. I will pretty much be completely skipping Phase 2 because Sejuani will get a rerun at some point in the near future, or at some point in the future, and I already have both Farina and her weapon, so I'm not going after Constellations yet. Yeah, there's the thing with the animation. Looks super pretty, makes me even more hyped for the Genshin anime that Ufotable is going to be working on. The fact we're getting the Imaginarium Theater, which is like Spiral Abyss 2.0, super looking forward to it. I'm going to completely burn it up for Prima Gems to try and accumulate as many Primos as I can so I can wish more. But yeah, it's gonna be a permanent thing. We're gonna have it from 4.7 on. And we got belays, which is definitely useful because I need those. I do not have very good luck with belays when it comes to fighting weekly bosses. Like, I almost never, like, my luck on getting belays is even worse than Dream Solvents. And I already have a rough time getting those. So, that's that. Getting them, doing the Imaginarium Theater is definitely going to be an off-camera thing, because I never really do Spiral Abyss on camera, so I will have to save that for myself. Oh, that's still Imaginarium Theater stuff. This, I'm definitely doing on camera. It has been my thing. I try my absolute best to do flagship events on stream, even if I enjoy part of the event for myself and then leave the rest on camera. I will be doing some of the event on camera, guaranteed. I don't know if I'm doing the entire thing on camera, but I'll figure that out when the time arrives. What else do we got? Oh, yeah, this event. Probably gonna end up doing this one off camera to save at least one event for myself. Because while I would like to squeeze all the content I can out of this event, out of the first to last update of the Fontaine series, I do kind of want to make sure I save some of this game for myself. The fact we're getting new cards is always a treat, because I do enjoy the TCG. We're finally getting a Farina card, so kinda curious how that's gonna work. And of course I will be putting that in an all Archon setup, cause I'm a meme lord. What else? Oh yeah, increased resin cap. Yay! So since it's going from 160 to 200, you can either do 2 extra domains, you can do an extra world boss. Opportunities are just about endless. I don't know if they're going to mess with the refresh rate or not to compensate for it, but I guess we'll see when the update actually lands true and proper. If it does, then cool. If it doesn't, that's fine. We're still getting increased resin, so you guys can stop complaining, oh Genshin haters. Saying, Oh, they didn't increase the resin. Yes, they did. From 160 to 200. And considering that before I started playing, it used to be 120. 200 is a major improvement. So, yeah. I think that's all I can really talk about, because I already filled you all in about what the heck these things are. These are Saurians from Natlin. This is our Natlin teaser that we're getting. We just might get a more in-depth teaser for Natlin in the summer event and the 4.8 special program, because that kind of seems like the pattern. We get a very slight teaser for the next region in the 0.7 special program. In the 0.8 one, we get a little more in depth with the teaser, and then in the 0.8 update proper, we get some kind of lore or dialogue that will connect to the next region. Like, for example, in 2.8 with Sumeri teasers, we got introduced to Nahida, even though we didn't really know it at the time. In 3.8, we had the little water droplet dudes turning into people, kind of foreshadowing the lore of Fontaine. So I'm operating under the assumption that Natlin is going to follow the same pattern, and that does mean that once Natlin releases, we have one region left. After Natlin, it's Snezhnaya, and our journey is complete. I mean, of course, we still have Conria, of course, but in terms of, like, Tibet itself, our journey's coming to an end, y'all. we only have, like, we only have, like, a couple years left in Genshin until the story of the Traveler ends. And honestly, it's a little bittersweet, really. Because I kind of joined, like, right in the middle of the Inazuma series, so I didn't really get to enjoy the game when it first came out. So, yeah, it's a little weird that during the Inazuma series I tried streaming Genshin and it was lag all over the place, and now here we are, awaiting Region 6 of 7. But, yeah, that's pretty much all she wrote, I think. Yeah. So, yeah, that's pretty much the, that's the 4.7 special program, and my, plan for that update. We have 2 story quests, we have an Archon quest, we have plenty of events to keep us satisfied. We have the new form of the Spiral Abyss in terms of the Imaginarium Theater, so this update seems packed to the brim with content. So, yeah, for all those saying dead patch, you don't know what a dead patch is, because this patch is alive. I'm gonna kind of restore everything to what it was. There we go. Because I think we should go on a raid, shall we? Actually, nah, not this time. Let's give the raids a rest. Oh, of course, fit check. Gotta end the stream right. Just a simple orange t-shirt and hiking pants. Because I don't know much about fashion. Had to do it to you. You really did, yeah. It's kind of... yeah, it wouldn't be a stream unless we had a fit check. Then again, there are like infinitely worse things that you could do to me, so... And kind of just saying that to chat in general. Walk that runway. Okay. But yeah, that'll just about do it for this stream. If you guys enjoyed this stream and you're on the YouTube side of things, then please be sure to comment, like, subscribe, and as always, stay awesome. And if you're one of the lovely people who decided to take time out of your day, afternoon, or evening to come watch this stream live as it is happening, or you're here for the 2 weeks that it's on Twitch before I transfer it over, then please be sure to drop a follow, maybe even a subscription if you haven't done so already. Small reminder that those with Twitch Prime, like my friend Elle here, you guys do get a free 1 month subscription to a streamer of your choosing, so if you haven't used that with someone else, I encourage you to use that here, and as always, long live the rebellion. And I certainly did not have the incorrect end screen. You guys were saying things. You guys did not see an aurora borealis. It was fireworks the entire time. Bye, guys.